Okay, ladies and gentlemen, uh, it's with a heavy heart that I come to you on this particular day. It's the 6th of March 2023. My name is Don Franco, and I'm broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. And so today is a very painful day for me. This is because, as you can see from my background, another death of a famous TikToker called Madam Cooper Official. I have decided to do this live in a very impromptu manner because I couldn't digest. I couldn't digest that just few weeks after the death of a brutal, one of the worst brutal assassination of a journalist in Cameroon, another one has died. According to sources, it's through poisoning. And this is not the first of its kind. This is not the second of its kind. This is not actually, this is the first time I'm going live on YouTube and on Facebook at this moment. And because this is my first time, I'm definitely going to switch on my phone to check if the live session is actually going successfully. I feel very heavy. I have a very heavy heart because this is already something that is too much. And before I should continue, okay, yeah, the live session is there. The live session is there. All right, the live session is going live. The live session is there, and I think I already have at least one some person who is watching. And so, like I said, I'm testing this. I'm testing this, and I want us to talk about it. It's very, very important for me. It's very important because um, somebody might just be saved from this yet crazy situation again. For those of my fans who are not from Africa, you are welcome to this channel. You are still going to learn something from this live show today. We are broadcasting live on YouTube at DF Confessions World, and on Facebook at Don Franco Live. Don Franco at Facebook. I decided not to use my channel. I used my profile because this service that I'm using, I have not paid for it yet. And I'm going to pay for it for us to have very high quality live streamings that we are preparing and working hard to make sure that we'll give you good and valuable content at the same time. And so the death of Madam Cooper, who is this girl? Madam Cooper is a very beautiful girl. Just give me a second. She is a very, very beautiful, young, dynamic African girl who has been blowing off TikTok with valuable content. And from, as you can see from behind me, this is Madam Cooper. Let me give you a way to see. This is Madam Cooper, all right? This is Madam Cooper. And it's very painful. This is Madam Cooper. You can see her. Very painful. This is she. This is Madam Cooper. Very painful and beautiful girl. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Yeah, you can see like she is beautiful. She is an epitome of African beauty with all the endowments and everything that you could expect from a young girl to be alive. And so on this Don DF Confessions World today, we are going to be confessing together. I have these three group of people that I enumerated for this live show because we have to confess together. What is wrong in Africa? What has human beings turned into? I mean, life has become so hard to the point where you find it very easy to take away somebody's life. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DF Confessions Wall. And today, as you can see, my black background, this what I'm wearing, even my pants are black. It is as a symbol to mourn this young, beautiful girl. Before I will continue with the show, let's read together from her official site. Right, like you can see, this is her written there, rest in peace, okay? And so, you can see this picture behind me. They were already, these are picture of her friends at the mortuary in Douala in La Cantini. Yeah, you see, like this is supposedly the mortuary building, and friends too. I mean, so many pictures. So from what you have here, this is the official communique. Sorry for that interruption. My camera just disappointed me. Let's come back. As what you can see, it's the official communique that I want to read with you. Communique. For those of my followers who are not French speaking, please bear with me. I'm going to read this one in French. L'équipe entière de Madame Koupa, donc son manager, sa famille, son époux, ses amis et ses collègues ont le regret de vous annoncer le décès de l'artiste Madame Koupa de son vrai nom, Emma Masso Cyriel Stéphane. Souvenez le samedi, le 4 mars, aux environs de 20h, à l'hôpital général de Douala, de suite de courte maladie. Nous retenons d'elle une personne merveilleuse, généreuse et sociale qui, par sa joie de vivre et son sens de l'humour, n'a jamais eu de retenue pour partager la bonne humeur autour d'elle. Nous prions de ce faire l'opinion publique, les internautes et les médias d'arrêter la diffusion d'images embarrassantes de celle-ci sur les réseaux sociaux en demandant également à ceux-ci de se retenir dans la divulgation de tout propos non certifié à son égard pour le respect de sa mémoire. Stéphanie aurait attendu de nous d'être forts et de poursuivre la réalisation de ces projets tout en sachant que nous saurons compter sur vous pour lui faire cette promesse. Nous espérons continuer ce combat ensemble. Merci et restons forts. This is the message that the official page of Madame Koupa actually put out to confirm the death of this young girl. Before I should continue, a minute of silence, please. May her soul rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today is a very heavy day for me. And I've already laid the background to the death of this young girl. And I'm saying that this is not the first one. We have seen situations where bushfallers live abroad. They go into the country because they want to get married. When they reach there, they are being killed through poisoning. We've seen situations, countless times, videos emerge where people try to poison others and they're being saved. And who are these people who are just waiting with poisons to poison people? They're basically friends, to an extent, family members. And why has the mind of the human beings reached this state? Because of poverty. Why are people becoming so miserable that the only hope they have is to kill other humans? It's because they are spiritually poor. It's because they are economically poor. It's because they are morally poor. And who has caused this deficiency? Who has caused this poverty? No other person by the politicians in Africa who are dining and whining with the people from the other side and who have decided to expose the population into such a miserable situation where human beings have turned to be animals. Ladies and gentlemen, on this confession walls today, we are going to be confessing in the place of friends. We're going to be confessing in the place of family members. We're going to be confessing in the place of politicians. Because my mind was so tight, I just had to write some few information that I want to share with you today. So let's start with friends. Who is your friend? Ask yourself this question very deeply, right into your heart. Who is your friend? And why are you friends with this person? Now, when you answer the first question, my friend is XYZ, the second question is, why are we friends? If you find out that you are friends with this person because you drink together, if you find out that you are friends with this person because you are classmates, any reason tied to materials, to social expectations, stay away from them. The person who is your friend should be that person who is going to stand by you or who has been standing by you in your time of trouble. That person who stood by you countless times when you were being rejected by the society, by your family, by any other person. Now, these are the kind of friends that we have today. This kind of friends, they will laugh at you, they will laugh with you in public, and they'll backstab you when they leave the scene. These are the friends who will call you on the phone each time when they hear that you have a failure. Maybe you failed an exams, maybe you had an accident, maybe you missed your flight, maybe you were rejected a visa, maybe you lose a contract. They are the ones to call you. Oh, bro, oh, my sister, I'm very sorry that this happened to you. It shall be well. They aren't your friends. They, in other words, are celebrating for your victory. You will notice that most of them, when you have something good for your life, they don't call you to celebrate with you. They'll be like, wow, that was good. Oh, that's not celebration. Who are these friends? These are the friends, these are the people who go to magicians to get mysterious powers, witchcraft, voodoo. They will go and get these things to come and hurt you, to come and kill you because you are succeeding from your effort. Instead of taking those spiritual powers to get for money for themselves, to get a job for themselves, to take care of their life, they will take these things to come and kill you. These are the people, when you have a small problem, they will go look for poison, come and reconcile with you to kill you. So be very watchful of anybody that you think that they hate you, and out of the blues, they come back and beg for forgiveness and say, let's be friends again. Ladies and gentlemen, be careful with who you call friends, because it is even said that this girl organized a meeting in her house and invited her friends to come and eat with her. And that definitely or probably should be during that scene that she was poisoned. It is also said that she had a visa to go to Swiss. My dear friends, to be honest, for you who have never entered a plane, Never envy somebody who is abroad without having known their story. I'm telling you, people who are abroad, they work for 18 hours a day, while you back home, you sleep for 13 hours a day. You sleep as long as you want. They work their asses up, and some they try to send you money back home. But at the end of the day, when they come back, the people that they call friends, when they want to share with them, they kill them. Who are these friends? Who are these friends? They will be your friends only when they want something from you. I want to ask you, are they really your friends? Or they are just your friends for their personal gains? Try as much as possible to stay away. Better be a friend of your friend and take care of yourself and be safe. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Cooper is today. Yesterday was guy called Martinez Ogo. The other day was a guy who came from the US and he was killed. I heard another story like two couples, like both of them, they died. Now, you want to ask, why have human beings become so weak-headed to this point? I might sound so angry because I've got the right to express my emotions because this is scary and you've got to stop it. If you have where to go and take superpowers, go and take them to build your life, make a job for yourself. Go and take those powers to buy a car because we will also be happy to celebrate with you. Stop going to the villages and taking poison to kill people. On this live show, I've noticed that my camera, I've not set it well because I want to communicate with you on real things that happen in this studio because we've got a very big studio and we're going to make things more professional as time goes on. My camera might switch on. When it switch on, I stand up and I switch it. When it goes off, I will switch it on and life continues. That's it. So, what are you doing to yourself? Now, I said on this DF World Confessions today, we are going to confess in the first place of three people. Another set of people who either kill you directly or indirectly are those who we refer to as family members. I prefer to call them relatives and define family the way I think family should be defined. These people basically, we share blood links with them. They are parents, they are brothers, they are sisters, they are cousins, they are far and close relatives. So many people, if you've asked the average African how many times they've cried in their lives, if they say they've cried 100 times, they will tell you the tears, 90% or above 90%, were provoked by people they call family members or friends in one way or the other. These family members that we share blood links with them, that I like to call them relatives, are they really our family? How many times do they come to us when we are in need? Majority of them, they will call you only when they hear that you have failed. These are curiously, unlike other countries where you see people, because they relate to family, they sit, call dinners together, eat, share, and laugh for happiness. The family in Africa, they sit together, only to celebrate death of people. They basically sit together only when there is a ceremony to celebrate death. That's when they sit and drink beer, make comments. They hardly call on sittings to sit and celebrate life, celebrate family, celebrate love, celebrate oneness. This is curious. These family members, most of them, they compare. Oh, because my son is a teacher, my sister's son is a doctor, then my sister's is more than my son. Jealousy comes in. Are they really your family? No, they're a relative. They are your relative. And there is this very curious question I want to ask. Did you ever hear that somebody died and was killed by somebody they don't know. They're always around. They are even the people that you even go to bed sleepless, thinking of how you can figure out how you can help them. Some of them only call you when you give them something. When you don't give, they don't call you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DF Confessions Wall. It's high time we call a spade a spade. That is the slogan of this channel. And we have to do that because the society is actually getting out of proportion. Right? So let's do these things and let life be worth it. Who are these family members? They will definitely call you to remind you of your failure. They will do that. When you succeed, they are angry. Yeah. Now, there is another very weird category of people that are closely related. You see, like these three enumerated: family, friends, and now the third category that I refer to as African politicians. They have something in common: interest. Interest. Now, we are taking reference to Madam Cooper's death. Are you safe where you are? Who is your friend? Who is your family member? I said I prefer them to be called relatives. Now, who is your family? Do you know that somebody that you don't even relate to racially, economically, socially, anywhere, somebody that you might just meet anywhere in the world can actually stand out to be a family? Did you know that? You need to start considering these kind of things. Don't die because you are a relative to someone who doesn't care about you. The person you should call family should be your relative that cares about you. If they don't, and they just want to take privileges for the default relationship that you have because you come from the same blood lineage, stay away from them for your safety. Let's go to the third category of people: politicians, the African politicians. These are a category of people, majority of whom have been in power for decades, almost 50 years now. And these are the people who actually were privileged. Most of them didn't go through the hardships that this present generation is going through right now. They are the privileged ones who were paid to schools through scholarships by the colonialists during the imperial period, during the colonial period. Most of them went to school on scholarships, and they were even put to power. They didn't even fight. Now, what have these people done? This category of people, they have decided to collaborate with the people from the other side. They have decided to put aside our local political, traditional, sociocultural, and economic institution that could boost African development and emancipate the African child. They have pushed these institutions aside. They have chosen poverty and misery as a mode of effective governance. They have reaped so many generations of their privileges, of what is rightfully theirs. They have made poverty and misery a day-to-day hustle of an African child. They have brought in a certain mode of governance called democracy, which in effect only helps them and their friends and just helps to distract the African children to keep waiting. They actually have impoverished the spirit of the African children. There's something I want us to read about these so-called politicians. I said they have made you spiritually poor, that have made you morally deficient, that have made you economically disabled, that have made you educationally handicapped, they have also made you socially confused, and most importantly, they have made you to be your own enemy. That is why you will never see or find a group of African youth mobilize themselves to say, oh, this politician who stole $160 billion, or franc CFA, or naira, or rand, or dollars, or any currency, we should mobilize and go and burn up his house or kill him. No, 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 they won't do that. They will only try to see their friend in the hood who has managed to own a TikTok account that earn $200 a month. That is who they will go to kill. These politicians have made the minds of the youth so poor to the point where they don't know who their enemy is. For Christ's sake, if you are coming on this channel today on this live, please consider to subscribe. Consider to like, consider to share. Let people, because we are going to be bringing, we're just building, I'm still a one-man production now. We're going to have a team where we'll be producing from different camera angles, from different overlays, and things are going to really get hot as time goes on. So what I want to let you know is, as a matter of fact, these politicians have made it a duty to maintain you in poverty. The case of Nigeria is in my mind. I want to ask, for what purpose? Who in Nigeria cast the vote to the candidate who won? What purpose was it for? I'm not a Nigerian. That's none of my business. But I want to say that this is the problem of African youth. They don't like youth. They don't like themselves. They are the enemy of themselves. And that is why when they see somebody succeeding, they will go and kill their friend, their peers, but they won't go after those who are actually keeping them poor. I said, that makes you spiritually very poor. You don't have your life anymore. You are so miserable spiritually. That's why you kill people. That's why you go hurt people for nothing. I mean, like when you kill a friend, remember, there are times where you will be in need. When you kill a friend, you have definitely killed you in a moment when you'll be in need of that friend. Because we're spiritually poor, we don't even know that the world is an ecosystem, and there is that principle of interdependency where you depend with one another for survival. Morally deficient. In fact, I don't even know if there is a small iota of morals in this generation. We have taken it out of proportion, and it is taking us down the drain, but nobody seems to see it. We also we are educationally handicapped, completely handicapped. And who are those who have rendered us educationally handicapped? Are the politicians. The education systems that we have in Africa today, these are the education systems that were designed by the colonial masters in 1800, where the content of the curriculum is grossly unproductive, where they only train you to read and write, and they also monitor your mind. They make you to think what they want you to think, and what can explore you, they will hinder you from thinking it. That is the education system where you see an African child study for 25 years of his age, get old, lose all his hair without having worked for a month in his life. But he is so proud to say, I have certificates. But those certificates cannot help him to repair his shoe. This educational system is the worst that could ever be handed down to the people. And those who are holding tight to this education system are the leaders who do not design the right policies that are going to match with the expectations of the 21st century. We are in a world where technology is flying at the speed of light. But in Africa, we are holding up onto religious studies. We are studying the history of the antiquities, where people are studying the future, where people are anticipating on how they will run, how they will leave Earth should, in case there is a disaster on Earth, to go and take refuge in mass. We are studying the Tudor period in 1500 in Britain, in UK. We are studying the glorious revolutions. We are studying crazy things. And the worst is, those people do not even care about our history. They even destroyed our history, burned all the archives, and we are busy studying history that does not help the African child in anything. Ladies and gentlemen, we are confessing on a place of politicians who have defied the African continent. I don't want to call them because I don't have anything personal with any of them. They are responsible for their lives. But this is the truth. The education system is anti-African. That's why majority of African kids, when they study, they want to leave the continent and rush to Europe because they have not presented anything good to them in that continent. There is no sense of nationalism in that continent. Is that education system? There is no sense of nationalism. Who are those responsible? The politicians. They have made you educationally handicapped. Is it even worth going to school anymore? What did you go to school for? After graduating, what else? You pile up certificates you put in your house and you can't do nothing for yourself. You can't feed yourself. The death of this girl should be a wake-up call to African youth, to Cameroonian as a whole, to stop killing themselves and face the people who have taken away their lives from them. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a short comment on this communique in French for those who are from French orientations and who are my fans. Chers amis, moi c'est Don Franco et vous êtes la bienvenue sur mon mur. Nous sommes live sur Facebook, je l'espère bien, également sur TikTok, sur Facebook et YouTube. Aujourd'hui, je suis très fâché parce que il y a une de nos sœurs qui vient d'être tuée, dit-on, par empoisonnement. Et j'ai attendu au moins 2 jours pour savoir si c'est vrai ou pas. Et il me semble que c'est vrai et c'est confirmé. Je me suis mis à poser plusieurs questions. Quand est-ce que ceci-là va s'arrêter? Quand est-ce que les Africains, les Camerounais en particulier, vont arrêter de s'entretuer entre eux et laisser ceux qui sont responsables de leur misère venir le narguer chaque jour dans les télévisions et dans les institutions? La mort de cette fille, elle n'est pas la première, elle n'est pas la deuxième, elle n'est pas la troisième. Ça, c'est une énième. C'est-à-dire, on a eu des cartèlements, empoisonnement. Et pas qui? Pour la plupart des amis. Et parfois, pas des membres de la famille ou des proches, il faut le dire ainsi. Donc aujourd'hui, je suis en train d'interpeller la jeunesse pour vous dire ceci. Si vous avez un ami qui est en train de prospérer et que vous ne prospérez pas, et que vous voulez faire quelque chose par rapport à ça, non, il ne faut pas le tuer. Allez plutôt là où vous prenez vos poisons là. Cherchez un pouvoir mystique qui va vous permettre aussi d'être riche comme elle. Si ça peut marcher. Laissez les enfants d'autrui tranquilles. Qu'est-ce qui vous arrive? Vous avez les politiciens qui vous ont pris la vie en otage. Vous n'avez pas de l'eau potable. Vous n'avez pas des routes. Vous n'avez pas des hôpitaux. Vous n'avez pas d'emploi. Même les écoles, j'ai dit même les toilettes dans les écoles dites professionnelles et publiques dans le pays sont dans les états piteux. Et les seules victimes, les seuls gens que vous voyez, que vous retrouvez, c'est des blogueuses et des blogueurs et des jeunes qui se battent en longueur de jour sous le soleil pour réussir. Mais soyons vraiment, où est-ce que vous mettez votre cœur? Ce n'est pas cette fille. Si vous avez échoué, je ne sais pas si c'est une fille qui l'a tuée ou c'est un garçon ou c'est une groupe. Elle n'est pas responsable de votre misère. Parce que si vous l'avez tuée, c'est parce que vous êtes misérable. Et que la terre de nos ancêtres, qu'elle soit aussi dure pour vous, bien que vous êtes encore vivant. Il est temps que les Africains attaquent les responsables de leur misère. Vous voyez, quelqu'un qui a une richesse spirituelle, qui a une richesse éducative, qui a une richesse sociale, qui a une richesse politique et économique, cette personne s'en fout hein, de la réussite d'autres personnes. Cette personne cherche plutôt à aller au-delà de la réussite d'autres personnes. Et ça devait être votre challenge. Arrêtez de tuer les gens. Vous faites peur. Mon Dieu. Vous faites peur. Il faut arrêter cela. Donc, vous êtes la bienvenue sur ma chaîne. Ça, c'est une chaîne. On va parler en majorité l'anglais. Mais j'ose croire que le Cameroun, c'est un pays bilingue. L'Afrique est bilingue et tout et tout. Vous pouvez liker la vidéo. Vous pouvez la partager comme vous voulez. Faites de ça ce que vous voulez. N'est-ce pas? Mais n'oubliez pas de vous souscrire sur la chaîne. Parce que nous sommes en train de construire. Et il va arriver au moment où on aura le contenu avec les grandes personnalités, avec les grands influenceurs qui vont nous guider sur un certain nombre de confessions. C'est-à-dire, la philosophie de cette chaîne, elle est quoi? Elle est, puisque la majorité des gens qui se trouvent dans des différentes couches sociales, n'est-ce pas, se dédouanent toujours de, comment dire, de les actes. On va les aider à confesser à leur place. C'est-à-dire, si tu es monsieur X et Y et que tu commets un acte et que tu ne veux pas on va t'aider à te confesser en public. C'est ça. Et il faut donc que vous restiez. Si vous avez également des choses que vous avez fait dans le noir ou que les autres vous ont fait et que vous avez envie de partager, vous pouvez nous laisser un message. OK. Another eruption. OK, donc c'est ça. Comme je suis en train de vous dire, chers amis, restons focus. L'Afrique nous appartient et nous devons travailler pour que les choses marchent dans le continent noir. Ladies and gentlemen, je vais pour ceci dire, n'est-ce pas, à la famille de Madame Cooper. À la famille de Madame Cooper. Oh, somebody, Vanessa is live. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. She is joining us from YouTube. All right, she's watching us from YouTube. She is our producer. Okay, Vanessa is the producer of this channel. Very soon she's going to be with us as time goes on. Yeah. So as a matter of fact, what I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have to stop doing this. Before I will switch and completely go in English, ma pensée à la famille de Madame Cooper et son enfant, me semble-t-il, elle a un fils. Chère sœur, que ton âme repose en paix. Pas besoin de te venger, pas te reposer. Ceux qui t'ont tué, ils vont avoir leur part. Parce que d'autres personnes aussi vont les tuer. C'est comme ça la vie. C'est ça l'écosystème. Et à ses amis, d'autres blogueuses et blogueurs, je vous dis de rester fort. Soyez un peu plus vigilants parce que la méchanceté ne fait que s'accroître. Et très souvent, on ne sait pas avec qui on a affaire. C'est très difficile de connaître ces choses-là. Mais de toute façon, restez vigilants. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Don Franco, and I am for DF Confessions Wall. I'm very happy to this experience. This is my first of its kind. And this video, streaming on 2 platforms, on YouTube and Facebook. If you are watching from Facebook, please say hi and leave a comment, because when you send your comment, I'm going to receive it from my from here. And then if you're watching on YouTube, also say hi, because this is actually my first experience, and it's a good one. I think it's a good one. I didn't know it was going to work. It has actually worked and successfully. Somebody is watching. And then I didn't prepare for this live. I just wanted to go live, right? Because I couldn't sleep last night because of the death of this young girl. It took me to the deepest part of my life, like how, when are the things like this going to stop? Thank you, young James Jing Yong. Definitely a great man watching from the US. Thank you, sir. And on this live, like I said, is a double live, and I'm just trying to have this experience. I'm live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. That's why you see me, because I'm a one-man production. I'm trying to see from which ends the comments are coming. Uh, Thank you for showing up on this live show, my brother. So I'm talking about the death of this young Cameroonian TikToker called Madame Cooper, who died 2 days ago. I think that was on the 4th of March. And according to sources, she was poisoned on an occasion that she actually organized. What if you were to give an advice, Mr. James? What advice would you give to the Cameroonians who are watching this live? Because this channel, DF Confessions Wall and Don Franco on Facebook, we have decided to assign the responsibility of confessing in the place of those who commit the acts and they run away from their responsibilities. This is going to be a habit on this channel. We're going to confess in the place of the politicians, in the place of our boyfriends, in the place of our husbands, in the place of any thing that anyone commits and they want to run away from. We are going to confess in their place. And the objective is actually to educate ourselves on how to avoid some of these things that happen on daily basis. The death of Madame Cooper is not the first, is not the second, is not the third. Please, African youth, please, Cameroonian youth, stop killing people who are also victims like you are. You are both victims. And if you must kill somebody, go for those who are responsible for your misery. Go for those who have destroyed the education system. Go for those who steal billions that are allocated to take care of you, to give you electricity, to give you water. These are the people you should be going after. Your poison can only kill poor children who are struggling just to feed. Now that you have killed this young girl, you have taken her life. Are you going to take care of her son? Where have we kept our hearts? So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I think those who are going to watch this live, they're going to learn something. And like I said, you need to be watchful of who is your friend. If you call somebody your friend and you do not remember an instant of your life where he or she came to your rescue when you were miserable, when you are helpless, if the people you call your friends are the only people you dine and wine party with, you would better be careful. If the people you call family members only call you when you have a setback in life, only call you to ask you to contribute some money, only call you to ask to lay problems, only call you to share gossips of other people, do not encourage you, do not give you proposals on how you can succeed. If you have this kind of people that you call family members, refer to them as a relative because you share blood links. Those you should call your family should be those who care about you. And if you call them family because you care about them and they don't care about you, know that they are not your family. They are with you because you are buying them to be with you. They are your relatives and you owe them no responsibility. If somebody is from any part of the world and who cares about you, who has helped you, who has come to your rescue in time of trouble, that person is your family. Family today is not only blood. Ladies and gentlemen, be careful with those people who call you all the time and request. When, like I was saying, and this is very rampant. Those who have traveled abroad, there was this story. I think it happened in Bamenda a long time ago, where a certain girl actually won a scholarship and she was to travel to Europe. And the night she was to travel, she was poisoned by her friend, best friend. She died. Right? What caused it? Jealousy. What is jealousy? What caused jealousy? Why jealous? Because she's got spiritual poverty. She didn't even think that, oh, my friend has got the opportunity to travel. Maybe when she will reach there, she'll have other opportunities that she'll also help me to come. She said, no, you cannot travel and leave me here. Bam, she killed her friend. So, ladies and gentlemen, this and many others are the kind of instances that you need to start thinking about. I cannot end this video without having, yeah, bro, I'm trying my best to be right. You could just give your contribution. You could just give your contribution through a message or something. Yeah. I could not go, I can't end this life without actually painting the image of life abroad. We're going to come back to that to actually give a full confession session concerning life abroad. For those of us who are back home and you are healthy and you have something to eat, count yourself lucky. As you keep working hard, count yourself lucky. It is not as easy as you think it is abroad. Anybody who is abroad, definitely they don't talk. They don't even tell you what they go through. And there is this mindset. In our home country where we think that anybody who is abroad is making so much money. Like there is a tree where they used to pluck money from. And so when they are abroad, each time they must send us money. You gotta be joking. Yeah, you have to be joking. I want to tell you that even if you have people abroad and they don't tell you certain realities, I want to tell you it's not easy. It is not easy. Yeah, it is not easy. I'm telling you. It is not easy, okay? It is not easy at all. It is not easy. What I'm saying is that it is not easy. You can read the communique very well. It is not easy. For those who are abroad, it's not easy at all. It is not easy at all. Not at all. It's not easy. It is not easy at all. I'm telling you. It is not easy, ladies and gentlemen. It is not easy. It is not easy at all. You have to work hard. You have to work hard every day. You have to work hard every day, just every day before you succeed. If you don't work hard, you can't succeed. You cannot succeed. Yeah. Majority of people who are abroad, they work for more than 18 hours. They work 3 shifts. Some work 4 shifts just to give you money, just to give you something to eat. But when you eat it, you insult them. The day they finish giving their money to you and they go back empty-handed back home, you will say that they were taking the money and enjoying with white women. Why not also travel and test it? Why do I bring this context? It's because news have it that this girl had a visa to travel. Maybe her friend killed her just for that. Wow, who knows? Yeah, she has to travel. So she will go and get access to the tree of money and she'll be more rich and have good cars and will remain in Cameroon. Why not kill her? Yeah, but that's not true. Somebody will have to tell you the realities that happen abroad. Somebody will just have to tell you these realities. There are very painful realities abroad, which you must learn. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't make this live show to be very long. So far, so good. It was a good experience. I decided to experience that with you live. You must have seen so many switches going on your screen. I decided to do it that way for you to see the struggle of a man and to work harder and stay away from fake friends. Work harder and stay away from fake family members who think that because they share blood links with you by default, you owe them your life. Stay away from anybody who only calls you to celebrate your failure, who doesn't encourage you, but will be very smart enough to say, "Oh, I heard about your situation. I heard that you failed the exam. Where it shall be well." These people who use this statement, "It shall be well," I don't know why it just get me on nerves. I'm sorry to smile. This video was not meant for smiles, actually. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please consider to click the link to our YouTube. Oh, the battery is running out. It was nice talking with you. Have a great day and